Hello, Carol here. I'm on the third panel of my rice bag. I have apparently been inspired by carnivorous plants and these iron-on patches. So let's see what ideas we can come up with for the third panel. So I'm going to start off with some blue cotton that I'm going to line with this firmer interfacing. And with this one, I'm going to put a little bit of these scrap bits of batting in. I'm going to iron down the batting to the interfacing. And then just to keep everything nice and flat, I'm going to make some big tacking stitches that I can just pull out later. Now let's have a look and see what we can use. I have a bits and bobs box full of stuff that other people would probably call rubbish. And this is one of the items from this box. A pair of yellow plastic spectacles with like wings or something on the side. It's been in there a good few years. One of my kids must have got it from a party or something. And as soon as I clocked them, I thought, ooh, they're nice. I'll have them. Then I've still got the rest of these patches. So I'm going to play around with some ideas of composition. And I'm going to take some elements that I've liked from the previous panels, like these embroidered on X's. And I'm going to start layering up, because you've got to start somewhere. I'm not bothered about raw edges, at least not at this point. I've got some of this really nice wool that I bought to do a crocheted animal with. Oh, look. I'm feeling the need to show you my made with 1970s curtains zipper pouch that I made years ago. I actually do really like it. I'm right to show you it, aren't I? Anyway, I digress. I was showing you this yarn that I'm going to couch around. I'm not hiding the raw edges, but I'm just going to couch around it. Ooh, sequins. My favourite. Right, can't keep me away from a sequin at the minute. So I'm stacking them up on this kind of transparent thread. I'm alternating with some beads and sequins and then just sewing them back down in such a way as to make an arch. So we've got some nice volume going. Now back into my scrap bag, and I found this really nice bit of quite graphic material. And I'm wanting a bit more puffiness. So I've put some more batting under this. I'm still not worrying about the raw edge. And then with some nice strong thread, I'm just going to make some X's by going along the pattern that's already there on the material. Let's look at what I've got so far. I'm having trouble now situating the spectacles. I'm not quite liking where it's landing. I guess this is why people plan things in advance. N'importe. So while I'm thinking about it, I did some stacked up pearls and sequins. I feel like there's just too much going on with them on as well, possibly. I don't know. I may be overthinking things. I was thinking of doing these tentacles like that, like the dew plant or something. And it's okay, but I'd like it a bit more prominent. So I was thinking of either cutting it out of this really nice material. I could try and cut it out of this stuff. So after a bit of contemplation, I decided to go with the easier bit of fabric to applique on. I've drawn myself out a template for the tentacles, and then I've got a little scrap of this which is for upholstery. I could have just used wadding as well though. So I'm just going to cut out the shape in both the mousse and the fabric, and I'm going to applique it on. Took me a little minute to work out the best way of doing this. I don't think I started off the best way. So the first time I tacked the fabric to the mousse, and then I realised that didn't really make an awful lot of difference. So the second one was much faster. So I'm just appliquing it down as you would normally. So with the curved bits, I'm cutting right up to the line really. And I'm only leaving maybe 3 millimeters to turn under. So I'm just pushing it under with the needle and appliquing it down like normal. Catching a couple of the threads of the fabric when I'm coming up. But there's quite a bit of mousse here. It's quite voluminous. So you're going to see a bit of the appliqued thread. And I'm not using green. But it's acceptable for me. And then once I had 2 tentacles, I'm back in with the sequins and the beads and making some of these spotty things that they probably don't have on these plants at all. But I think it looks nice. Voila! Finitos. All the mess around me. There we go. That's 3 panels down and 1 to go. I'm just checking that it does go with the 2 other sides. Voila, voila. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.